Hi there, I'm Bo Lorenzen, the FPV guy, and today I'm here with Simon Davis at Elite Helicopters, and today's event is Fly with Elite. This is a new thing here in Los Angeles, where you at Elite are starting to make events for social media photographers. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yep, completely.
Tell me about it.
Well, I was introduced to social media through a friend of mine. I didn't realize the power and the structure of it. I've been on Facebook and I had my own little Instagram account, 50 followers, maybe 400 friends. And a friend of mine showed me the power behind it and how many people. And some guys have 80,000 followers.
80,000?
Oh yeah, there's one guy that I flew that has 19.7 million followers between 3 different accounts.
Wow.
Beautiful destinations, and this guy Oliver Northcott, and he makes millions of dollars just off of posting people's pictures and stuff. It's flown all around the world and all sorts of stuff. And my business basically is word of mouth, and then I'm number 1 on Google for certain things I do, tours and aerial photography and stuff.
And I know one of the things that's about you guys is you're a high-end operator. There's a lot of people flying helicopters, but you don't, once I get my ticket and have 10 hours, you're not going to hire me.
No. I see. My company's a lot different than everybody else's. People usually they do one thing, they'll do training or tours or something. I actually start people off doing, teaching them in the R22s or the Hughes 300. I'll move them up into the R44. They'll start doing tours. Once they've reached 500 hours, maybe 400 hours, then I'll start teaching them aerial photography. I'll take them out with me with the dual controls, teach them exactly how to work with a photographer or whatnot, and then after that, put them in the turbine machine, start doing charters and movie work and cinematography. So we start them out at the beginning and we go all the way to the top and pretty much do everything. Where most companies, they just really do 1 or 2 things.
Meaning you actually fly movie cameras.
Yeah.
So you guys are the real McCoy, to put it that way.
Yeah, we shoot Hollywood films.
Now, what I was fascinated today, because I read through the press release, and I was going, what is it they're doing? It's here if you want to get into aerial photography, and then I realized when I got out here, there's an enormous amount of social media photographers here today. This is an incredibly cool group.
Yeah. Well, I started this with Billy, who's a big Instagram person, and he showed me, and we reached out to 20 Instagram guys that had 60, 70, 30, 10,000 followers, and I took them up and I did it was called Sunday Fun Day.
Right.
And then I decided, I just had this idea, I'm going to do a photo contest. So that day, and it just turned out crazy, we had stage 5 precipitation, hail, most beautiful sunset. It was one of the most amazing days I've ever flown. And we weren't going to fly, actually. I was going to call it because the weather was so bad. And it turned out it was one of the best days ever. And so it was meant to be. And we had thousands of shots, and it just went, and everybody hashtagged my Fly with Elite, and it just went viral. It just got, my Instagram went from 150 followers to thousands in a couple weeks.
Wow, so now you're like a superhero on the internet.
I'm pretty much, I would say that I fly, as far as Instagram photographers go, I fly probably 90% of them now. Yeah, within the last 8 weeks. It went that big. I actually had to buy another R44 just for the Instagram photographers because it got that busy.
So what happened today was you had Ryan that came in from Australia.
Yeah.
And he was teaching people. Are you going to do that again? Because that was a lot of good information here.
Yeah, Ryan's one of the he's probably the top 3 leading air-to-air photographers, and he's also a pilot in the world. He just, like you said, he just came back from Australia, shooting 5 different helicopters. He's never at home. He barely sees his wife and kids and stuff, but he loves what he does, and he's really good. He gets covers, every month he's got a cover, article, center spread and whatnot. So a lot of these guys know who Ryan is because they're photographers, and some of them are semi-pro, some of them are amateurs, some of them are just starting out. So what I came up with was, we were trying to figure out what kind of sort of event. I said, let's do a workshop and teach people how to do it properly, and what better way to do it than bring in the world's best guy.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
Ryan, so we picked up Ryan from Air Australia this morning at 9 o'clock. About 10 minutes before this started, he came in. He'd already had it all prepped. We've been working on this for a month or 2.
And the presentation was fantastic.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing. Even Loretta, that's from Robinson Helicopters, staff photographer, she actually asked me specifically, and she shot probably thousands of hours in helicopters, and she said she was so impressed that she wanted to go up and fly with Ryan personally to learn from him, because he's got so much knowledge and stuff.
So the way I experienced that, I've been invited to go to some of the National Geographic thing, photograph with Bob Christ, which is like a rock star photographer.
Yeah, I know.
So what you're really done is making essentially an aerial photography event like what National Geographic does.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah, basically a lot of these guys that are here that have paid, there's a group of guys that from the very first event that flew with me for the contest. I decided to have a contest. Today we're going to announce the winner. I have the winner of the photo. It's one of these guys here. They don't know who it is. They've been chomping at the bit, waiting for 2 months. They get 3 free hours and $1,000 cash.
Wow.
Yeah, and that got
3 hours?
Yeah, 3 free hours in a helicopter. So they're all excited.
So that's a $2,500 price.
With the $1,000, it's a $3,500 purse. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So and.
But I think the important thing here, and I talked to some of these guys, they're really excited about it. Tell these guys to be quiet back there.
Yeah.
But the important thing is you're going to do this again.
Yeah, this is the first time we did it, it worked out. It was just a little trial thing. This was the first event we worked and put it together. I actually started another website. It's www.flywithelite.com, and it gave everybody the information, who is presenting it, how to get tickets, how to get discounts, what was going to happen, basically the whole program and schedule of the day.
Sorry for interrupting
No, that's
you.
okay. Yeah.
So flywithelite.com is going to become where you want to go to sign up for future training sessions, where you're going to both learn about night photography, you're going to learn about the safety requirements for aerial photography, and you're also going to get a ton of really solid tips for how to photograph when in the air and how to work with the pilot, because the pilots surprisingly are not mind readers.
No, as a matter of fact, you know what? We're just chauffeurs. One thing with flying with the
Having seen you fly, I will not call you a chauffeur again.
Yeah, no, but honestly, when I shoot with a photographer, I'm the pilot and I fly. He needs to tell me what he wants. He tells me 200 feet down left. If I have a photographer, and that's what this is about, is to teach guys, because if I take up somebody that's new and they don't have any knowledge which they just learned today, and say I took up some of these guys today and they had not learned what they learned today, I'd fly around, they wouldn't say anything, they'd just snap photos, and they would get some garbage photos.
It's like getting a trip to LA in the back of a taxi cab and not knowing where you're going.
Yeah, and now they've got the knowledge, so now when they go up today, they'll talk to the pilot, they'll say, I want this shot, can you move to the 3 o'clock low? Now they know how we work together as a professional photographer and a professional pilot, so now they've become way more advanced before they've even gone out and flown. So, because a lot of guys, most of the guys here never been in a helicopter, and it takes a long time to be able to build that relationship and know what to do.
Right.
Working with a pilot as a photographer, there's a relationship that correlates and works really well together. And that's what this seminar is, to teach people, to get them over that learning curve to where they become experienced before they even get in the helicopter.
So this is where you want to start, because going down, getting a helicopter ride downtown LA, it's just going to be a ride along. You're going to sit in the back, take pictures through the window. These guys set you up. So what's the website again?
www.flywithelite.com.
So there you have it. Go check out the website today. And of course, subscribe to me. We've got more cool stuff coming. Again, I'm Bo Lorentzen, the FPV guy, and we'll be bringing you more videos. I can hear we're starting up in the outside.
Yeah, I gotta get going.
All right, so here I am with the one thing that becomes clear going to this helicopter event is everybody here are camera geeks. They're not your typical, and we just lost one, so I gotta hurry up. They're not your typical guys you would expect in an event that is billed at learn to do aerial photography. So guys, and I got your Twitter handle or Instagram handles, that's how old I am. But why are you here?
For the experience. I'm looking forward to a good time and meeting people. So
yeah, and I've flown in helicopters a few times now. It's probably, I think, my 5th helicopter flight, and I've been working with the pilot and the owner of the company, Simon, and kind of putting this all together with him, just kind of promoting on Instagram and stuff, and letting people aware that this event's going down and trying to bring everyone here. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and everyone's here for the experience for sure. I mean, it's like the most awesome thing you can do.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things I think I take away from here is that I'm surprised I expected working photographers, and instead what I saw was a bunch of people that really want to go photograph. I mean, you guys are camera geeks.
Yeah.
So I saw people with their brand name T-shirts on. And
Yeah, like Daniel. But yeah, I don't know. We've all been into photography, you know, before like the helicopter stuff. So I don't know, it's just really cool to get an opportunity to do this and kind of like take our photography to the air, you know.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
if somebody else is a camera geek, why here? Why is this the event to go to? And I know Simon was telling me they're gonna be making more of these.
Yeah, I don't know. You just get the most insane shots that no one else is going to have, you know. And every shot's going to be unique that you get when you're up in the air. And yeah, on top of that, I mean, they're just awesome shots. Everyone's going to be real impressed with aerial shots of LA. Everyone loves those.
But I think the seminar here today matters too, because there was a lot of instruction on how to shoot aerial.
Yeah, I definitely messed up my first time taking pictures from a helicopter. So I think this is going to be real good for all the guys here. They'll be able to do it right, I guess. And there is certain stuff you have to do to, you know, make sure your photos aren't blurry and stuff like that. So yeah.
So I know people are going different places. Where are you guys going?
Haven't really planned it all out yet, but most likely downtown LA, probably the Hollywood sign, and maybe Santa Monica.
After sunset?
Probably right as the sun's going down, right at golden hour in the sunset. It'll be nice.
Sweet. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, of course.
And have a great flight.
All right, thanks, man.